We're going to be going through some Miami Dolphins depth chart notes. This report comes from Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald. As expected, Raekwon McMillan was listed as the first team middle linebacker, with Mike Hole listed as the backup. Neville Hewitt and Trevor Riley were listed as the other second team linebackers behind Kiko Alonso and Lawrence Timmons. Undrafted Arkansas receiver Drew Morgan was listed as Jarvis Landry's backup. The other receivers on the second team, Leonte Carew, Jakeem Grant, former receiver Malcolm Lewis, is on the third team. Anthony Steen was identified as the backup left guard behind Ted Larson, who will miss a substantial chunk of the season with a torn bicep. After J.J., the running backs were listed in this order: Damian Williams, Kenyon Drake, Davion Smith, and Storm Johnson. Jordan Phillips was listed as the first-team defensive tackle opposite Ndamukong, even though Ricky Devon Gottschalk played with the first team instead of Phillips from Thursday through Saturday. Nate Allen was listed as the starting safety with Rashad Jones, with Michael Thomas and T.J. McDonald as the backups. At cornerback, Byron Maxwell and Xavier Howard were listed as starters, with Bobby McCain and Tony Lippett on the second team, Alteron Werner and Lafayette Pitts on the third team, and Walt Aikens and Cordrea Tankersley on the fourth team. William Hayes and Charles Harris are on the second team ends behind Cameron Wake and Andre Branch. Jakeem Grant is listed as the first team punt and kickoff returner, with Kenyon Drake as the backup for both. Sam Young and Jesse Davis are the second team offensive tackles behind Laramie Tunsil and Jawan James. Craig Urbick remains the backup center behind Mike Pouncey. You guys shouldn't take this depth chart to heart, but obviously the most notable in my opinion, Drew Morgan has climbed his way through OTAs and obviously training camp. He is the backup to Juice Landry as the backup slot receiver, which is pretty significant. Then you look at what Raekwon McMillan, he's the only rookie on our team on the depth chart to start. He's going to be starting at the middle linebacker position, which is amazing. And obviously Charles Harris is the official backup as of right now to Andre Branch. So many of these things are going to change, but those were some notes for you guys. I am Skaggs83, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let's get through the rigmarole first before we start the podcast. Remember, guys, this podcast posts each and every single Wednesday. The first segment of the show, we go through all the Dolphins news you need to know about. The second segment of the show, we go through all the AFC East news you need to know about. And the third and final segment of the show, we go through the Miami Dolphins fan Q&A.